All right, my name is Susan Manuello, and I am going to be your host for tonight. We are going to go over all things Riman and all things K-Beauty, but specifically, we are going to be talking about what makes these products truly stand out, what makes them so special and so different. And it is the fact that they are rooted in heritage ingredients. And what do we mean by that? Um, they're very, very special ingredients, and they're only found in South Korea. In fact, I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons why tonight our products are so much more authentic. And I don't know about you, but a couple of years ago, when my friend first called me and told me about these K-Beauty products, I actually didn't know what K-Beauty was. So if you're like me, you're not alone. But by now, I mean, that was a couple of years ago. So by now, you maybe have heard about K-Beauty. And now we're starting to see it popping up in different places. I even saw that there's a special category even at Nordstrom with, K-beauty products. So it's not as, you know, like under a rock as it used to be, but we're going to share with you tonight why there is some very big differences. Just like when you are out there shopping for, makeup, let's say, if you go to CoverGirl counter versus maybe Trish McAvoy, So there's a huge difference in quality, there's a huge difference in ingredients. And that is the same thing when it comes to K-Beauty. And we're going to let you know why you have found the absolute best brand because our ingredients are so signature and so effective on the skin. And really, it's pretty cool to see what's happening with our results. So with that being said, I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see our presentation. And I'm going to keep this short tonight too, by the way. So we're going to talk about why it's different, why it stands out. We're going to talk about the results, talk about the heritage ingredients, and then we are going to cover why you want to partner with a brand like this. That's the other thing that when my friend called me, I was doing other things. If you're on this call and your friend, hopefully, first of all, thank them for inviting you if they invited you. Because I realized like how grateful I was that my friend invited me. At first, I was like, sure, I'm going to use this. Especially once I tried the products, I knew for sure I was going to switch to these products because I could not believe the difference on my skin in such a short amount of time. I mean, it was smoother, my makeup was going on better, it was more hydrated. Who wants more hydration in your skin? I mean, that was me by far. So I knew for a fact I was going to switch my product line to this. But when my friend started to talk to me, and it was a he started telling me about the income potential. And I was familiar with this line of business. I've been in direct sales for 14 years, but I also was, and I still do have a mortgage company. And I just felt like, okay, I don't know if I have time for this. I'm really busy. I do love skincare. I'll probably share it with some of my girlfriends that love skincare. But when I started to really look at the timing and the opportunity that this company was presenting myself and so many others, that's when I realized this was something I did not want to like wish that I had said yes to. Have you ever been in that position where somebody asked you if you were open and you were like, "Oh, I'm really busy." I did not want to regret it. I wanted to say yes and then see what was on the other side of that yes. And I just would invite you to do that tonight. Now, whoever invited you is they want you to look at this for two reasons. One, they want you to be a customer. And number two, they want you to potentially look at partnering with us as well. And that's why I want to say just be open to the other side of what a yes could do in your life when you partner with the best brand out there. And so we're going to get started because I'm going to tell you first why it's the best. So first of all, I really want to touch on the fact that we are in a really big market. We're not representing toothpaste. We're not representing, um, you know, paper clips. I was in the office supply business one time ago in my life. You know, we're in a really huge space of skincare, and especially when you look at K-beauty, you know, it's already been a growing segment of beauty, and it's expected to be 334 billion by the year 2030. You know, that's huge. That's a huge number. And so what I always like to do in business is I think if this is growing, I just want a slice of the pie. Like I don't need the whole pie, but I just need maybe even like the frosting or the cream on a little bit, because when you're talking about that big of a piece, 334 billion, think about what you could do to your income, your life by just having a tiny slice of that big number. And this is why it's so big. I mean, cosmetics, as we said, they're huge, right? We know that we've been marketed to for years and years by companies like Lancome and Chanel and Shiseido and, like I said, Trish McAvoy, like all these products. But why is this so huge? It's because Korea, they're taking over when it comes to the cosmetic space. Their imports and exports have been the highest amount, and it's because these are outperforming all of those other brands. They're outperforming all these brands that we're used to, and it's because K-beauty as a whole truly does care about not only the results, but also the ingredients. And so that is why, you know, it's just been far surpassing some of the brands that we've been used to. And you're seeing it online. Hopefully, you're seeing it online. But, you know, even in my invitation, if you saw the invitation today, I was talking about glass skin. Like, there's a reason why we are seeing that on TikTok, on Instagram. It's because you are seeing the huge increase in people wanting to take care of their skin, not just put makeup over the top of it. And that's why they're really, really wanting the best products that are going to actually work on their skin. And they want them to be affordable. That's why we have a huge Gen Z following, because who wants to pay more for skincare that's not even working, right? So we're going to talk about authenticity and why it really matters. Again, deep dive into these ingredients and why they're so different than anything out there, any of the other K-beauty products, is because ours are manufactured in Korea, and it's because of our heritage ingredients. So what are they? We're gonna cover our brands quickly. We have our ICD skincare, which is our signature line, and our Rad line. We're gonna go over those. We have our heritage ingredients are also in our Bodo Lab products. It's really awesome. We have this incredible hair care and body care, and then we also have them in our nutrition line. So pretty amazing to see that these heritage ingredients really do span the whole catalog when you look at our website and what we have to offer. But it usually does start with skincare. Like most of us are looking for, I want the results first on my skin and then I'll figure it out. But maybe not. Maybe you're on here and you really want better hair care. So that's cool too. Okay. So what are these heritage ingredients that I've been talking about? Giant Byungpul, Jeju Energy Lava Water, and then we also have this third one is not an ingredient. It's really incredible technology. So first, let's talk about the Byungpul. This is really what got my attention, and I know many of you on this call. But if you're a guest tonight, you're like, okay, what is this? It is a plant that is truly our own. We have patented the version of this plant. That's why Giant Byungpul is only in Riman. You cannot get it anywhere else. And we have these huge smart farms where we control the environment from seed to bottle. And it's in a beautiful facility, you know, watered with this Jeju Energy lava water. But what it had originally started out as is Centella asiatica. That was kind of its original origin that it's known for. But when we started growing it and using this lava water, it grew 5 times the size of a normal leaf. And I've seen this with my own eyes. I was able to go back to the facility that these were, you know, that we grow them in last October and the October before. Okay, so I tell you from my own eyes, I've seen these plants and they are so incredibly, rich in antioxidants because they grew 5 times the size. They're much more, boastful with the antioxidants and how they work on the skin. And we're using them in the fresh version, not the dried. So prior to, us growing these, the research was always using dried versions. So that's one reason why ours are so much more powerful, because they're not only, again, 5 times the size, but we're also using these fresh versions of the plant. So what is that doing on the skin? Anti-inflammatory benefits. What do I mean by that? You guys, that's not just a word. Like, you can see it in your results. You can see it in people's before and after pictures where maybe they had some inflammation due to, it can be from environmental reasons. It can be from even maybe you're a little reaction to food or products or things like that. You start using these products, and because of this giant young pool, you can see the inflammation going down. In fact, some of our clients are like, it even looks like I lost weight and I didn't lose a pound, but their face looks different because of that. It also is extremely high in hydrating the skin. Now, as we age, do we not lose hydration? Sadly, we lose hydration, we lose collagen. That's just a fact. But when you're using this with this giant young pool, you're putting natural hydration back into your skin, and that causes it to be brighter. That's what gives it that glass skin look. And then you're also going to experience less wrinkles and less hyperpigmentation. Hyperpigmentation is a really fancy word for like the darker spots on your skin that can cause, or can be caused from aging, sun, all of those factors. So that, you guys, that alone, that giant young pool is really truly like our standout ingredient. And it is why these are so, so different than any other K-beauty products, any other products out there on the shelf. Then I mentioned the Jeju lava water. We're using it to water this plant. But why else is this Jeju energy lava water so important? Well, first of all, we're the only company in the cosmetic space to have the rights to this water. It is a UNESCO Heritage World Site. It's protected by the Korean government. And Riman, because of the owner's relationships, has access to this water. We're using it in our products, but then again, also on the Centella Asiatica, which is why, we have giant young pools. So it is a very mineral dense water. It's working to hydrate the skin way more effectively than any other water. Distilled water is in typical products, but not ours. We actually have this incredibly dense water. So very, very special. And then last but not least, the technology. With these ingredients, any other skincare, if they had these, which they don't, but if they did, it would still be an improvement. But with ours, we have technology that helps these ingredients go past the dermal level of the skin. So they're not just sitting on the skin, they're actually penetrating below and getting truly into your skin barrier. And that's why you're getting results, or you will get results if you're brand new on the call, to truly make a difference. And I'm going to show you guys some before and after photos. And you can just even ask the person that invited you. I guarantee you that's why they are excited and got you on the call, because these products are just working so much different than anything else that they've ever experienced. And I know that's exactly how I felt. So I'm going to play you guys this quick video. It's going to tell you a little bit, like some of it's going to be repeat of what I said, but it's truly going to show you why these are so different.
Rooted in South Korea, reimagining beauty worldwide, helping you rediscover your glow. Riman, one of the largest K-beauty brands in the world, sharing ancient traditions for holistic skin and wellness rituals, inspired by the tradition of K-beauty, inspired by the best of nature, inspired by the innovation of science, inspired by you. Products powered with exclusive forms of Korean heritage ingredients, such as our patented plant, Giant Byungpool, grown in the protected and treasured UNESCO World Heritage Site of Jeju Island, in our smart farm of over 100,000 square feet, and infused with Jeju lava energy water, volcanic energizing water from Jeju Island. These botanical extracts and a variety of additional proprietary and exclusive complexes are processed through our specialized microfluidizer liposomal technology to maximize absorption, optimizing each formulation for bioavailability and a glow you can see. Introducing our brands. ICD Skincare and Cellular Dermatology. Skincare that's focused on giving you your healthiest skin. Because healthy skin is beautiful skin. Hydration that lasts. Glow that speaks for itself. The essence and allure of K-Beauty's signature radiance. This is glass skin. Dewy skin. Glowy skin. Healthy skin. Happy skin that radiates. ICD Makeup, a stroke of color, a stroke of genius. The ingredients and technology you know and love from Riman, with a pop of color to help you express yourself in brand new, colorful ways. An expression of you, your mood, your vibe, your personality. This is your beauty on display, enhanced and elevated by color. Because makeup isn't just color, it's a statement of you. Bodolab, beauty by veganology, personal care inspired by nature and led by science. Lifening, vitality from within, simple, effective, science-backed wellness that support gut health and glow. Hydrate from within, repair your gut health, and strengthen your skin barrier with every packet and sip. We are Riman. Rethink your ritual. Reimagine your beauty, redefine your wellness, reveal your glow. Riman. Experience the difference. A difference you'll love.
All right. So, as you guys saw in the video, we really are different, and it does go back to these incredible ingredients. So, I know I've said that a million times, but it's just like it is so true. And that's why we get so excited to share these. So, I invite you, if you've not been using the signature line, this is where you want to start. Okay. This is our most gentle water-based line. It's the bottles that have, a little bit more of the green bottle tint to them with the white lids. And this is going to help you hydrate. It's going to set the tone for your results. And as the video mentioned as well, we are ingredient obsessed. So if you are worried about like, oh my gosh, I know for me, like going through premenopause and menopause, like I did not want things messing with hormones. These are not going to mess with your hormones because we do not have endocrine disruptors in them. So these are very, very clean. We ban 3,000 ingredients that are not, they're not in our products, that are in other cosmetic products. So you can truly start with the signature line and start getting amazing results. So how do you use these products? We're very, very passionate about double cleansing, and that was something I think in the Western world, I know I had to adapt to. I was used to just like washing my face with one cleanser, putting on a couple of things, and going to bed. But what I started learning with K Beauty is what you make sure that you truly double cleanse, you're setting up your skin to really absorb these ingredients that we just talked about. So if you're not double cleansing, you're running the risk of the ingredients not really getting into your skin as well as they could, or with some, dirt or makeup on the surface of your skin. And we don't want that. So double cleansing is truly the key. And once you start doing it, you won't go back because you realize how amazing your skin starts to feel, right? So we have 4 cleansers. This slide just shows you 2 of them, but they're kind of my favorites, so I love that. But the cleansing oil is going to get off dirt, makeup, all the impurities on your skin. Then you can follow it up with one of our other cleansers, but this one's highlighting our newest one, which is our balancing gel cleanser. It has that Byung Pool plant in there that we just spent so much time talking about. And why would it be in a cleanser? You're just washing it off. You might be asking me like, what the heck? Well, it's because it truly does still hydrate the skin, even in a cleanser, and actually helps to balance your pH of your skin. So It's really awesome cleanser to have the Byung Pul in there. It's our only cleanser that has the Byung Pul in there. Then you can follow it up with the oil mist, the calming gel, definitely the Boo. The Boo is our spray, our serum, and then you spray again. That's why it's Boo. And then you follow it up, last but not least, but with this cream. You guys, this cream that you're seeing on that very last product, this sold over 40 million bottles in South Korea before we even launched anywhere else. And when I found that out, when I first looked at this, I knew that that was a clue that something must be working really, really well. Okay, so this is a very powerful cream. It's going to help your skin, do all the things that you want it to do when you use it with all these products. Then I have to tell you, I had not started using this Radiazone 100 until very recently. So here's why. The very first formula of these products, they broke me out. I would try to use them, and I was always really sad because I saw everyone else getting amazing results and it just wasn't working for me. So I kind of set them to the side. Then in April, we launched the new formula and I was blown away. You guys, I started using these at night. So I use that signature line in the morning. And I know a lot of people on here are with me. They use the Rad 100 at night. This will totally change the game for you. So again, if you're brand new, you can just start with a signature line and use that morning and night. But when you're ready, or if you want to go all in, you can actually do this ritual at night. And again, you're double cleansing. This one shows you that you even can add in that cleansing powder wash, especially at night. It's a 2 to 3 times a week cleanser that is like a light exfoliation. Then you just do the toner, the essence, which is kind of like a serum, and then the cream. But you guys, what did I notice? I noticed my pore size got smaller. I noticed my skin tone got brighter. My makeup, like game changer. On Thursday night, we're going over a masterclass, so I don't want to give everything away because I'm really going to talk about why I'm telling you that and show you some incredible images of my skin changing. But this has completely just done wonders for my skin, and I know so many people that can say the same thing. So before and after photos do not lie. So we love to show before and after photos, and we love for you, if you're brand new, take a before photo, order these products, start using them, take a 5 day after picture, take a 2 week after picture, take a 2 months. In fact, we don't say after, we say before, and then how's it going picture, right? We want to like see your progress. And I got to tell you, now that we've been working with these products, like we're starting to get 2 years, before picture and then a 2 year progress picture. And people are aging backwards with these products. The more you use them, the more results you're getting. But you can see these are some 5 day results. And then MJ in the middle, this is a 6 month result. Remember when I was talking about inflammation in the skin? She's a perfect example of this. She said people were like, you got a facelift, you lost weight. She's like, no, this is truly taken the inflammation out of her skin. And you can see the glow, you can see the glass skin. And then Bree on the left, her husband on the right, like these are all people that we know. So this is our amazing director and friend, Christy Belliston. I mean, hello, look at her before and after. And then this is my friend Tasha. Again, the inflammation, the change in the skin after a few short months with Tasha. And then these are some more amazing results that have been sent in. So that is definitely the only homework I have for you is to take a before photo before you start using me because you're just going to love it. You're just going to love it. And truly, you'll notice it like even just in the texture of your skin, but when you see that ongoing result on a photo, it seals the deal, you guys. It really does. So these are our other products. You saw them in the video as well. We've said this a million times, like we could do a call just on our hair care and our body care because it's so amazing. We have patented ingredients in these products as well. And then also our makeup, like our glow cushion, it's a game changer. La Mer charges 150, ours is 59, and ours comes with a refill. So you're getting two for one, $59 rather than $150, which honestly, Lemire isn't even as good as ours. And then we've got lip colors. We have National Lipstick Day is coming up at the end of July. Did you guys know that? Yeah, so kind of fun, but these are also really amazing lip colors that you can use. We have makeup artists that work with Riman and they use them on actually your eyelids and your cheeks because they're blendable. So these are not just for your lips, but they're really, really cool. And then now, before we end our call, I have to talk to you guys about the opportunity because this is where I was. I started to realize that I was getting so excited about using the products. And immediately I started thinking about my sister, my friends, ladies that I knew from previous businesses, women that I know who are very business savvy, even men who care about their skin. They might be closet skin care users, but they know what I was knowing, which is like, this is truly different and it's a huge opportunity to bring more income into my household. And that's truly what I really wanted, especially when I think back to 2.5 years ago. And it's even now, like my mom, she lost her husband 3 years ago in August, and it really made her health go, take a turn for the worse, unfortunately. And um I was starting to feel the effects of that. In fact, I had to kind of stop working to take care of her. And so when I saw this opportunity just a few months later, I started to think about, you know what? I really need something else that can leverage my time. With my mortgage business, it's like if I'm not out there meeting clients, doing coffee meetings with real estate agents, right? Like if I'm not out there all the time, my business can suffer. But when you are working on a business like this, it's ongoing. Because when I use this cream and I'm out, guess what I want to order again? I want to order this cream again. But I don't necessarily need a mortgage every 30 days, 30 or 60 days. So I started to think about, you know what? I really want to partner with this company. And like I said at the beginning, I wanted to see what was on the other side of that yes. And so I invite you guys to look at how can you be rewarded for saying yes? You're rewarded by referring other customers and referring other planners. But what I love about our compensation or our rewards plan is that we're a hybrid. What do I mean by that? It means that in the world we live in, if you have an influence over somebody online or even at work, or what do I mean by an influence? You start using these products and your skin becomes the influence because your friends notice that you're glowing. Your friends notice that your makeup looks amazing and they're asking you, what are you using? And so that's an influence. You get paid every single time that you gain a customer or every single time that somebody says, wait a minute, I don't only want to be a customer, I also want to refer people to this incredible skincare line and hair care line. So you can truly be an affiliate and build an income by doing that. Okay, so just part-time, spare time, we have something for you guys here. But what do I mean by a hybrid? Maybe you're thinking bigger. Maybe you're saying, Susan, that is awesome. That's really cute and all, but like, I have some big goals. I have, a retirement plan that I really want to build out. I want to help, you know, pay for a new house. Maybe you've got bills you want to pay off, credit card debt, whatever that looks like for you. This opportunity can absolutely accomplish that. And it truly is about leveraging your time and sharing with others. So you can build a huge customer base, but you can also find people who also want to build a big customer base. And that's when you start building a team. So, team leader, director, senior director, national director, those are building a team of people who are also representing the product. Planner, manager, and senior manager is when you are truly wanting to be an affiliate. So, either way, we have something for you guys and it pays very, very well. So you're going to be making anywhere from 10 up to 54% and anything in between. And here's the deal. When you go out there and you decide, like, I want to start a business, like when I started my mortgage company, I had business expenses, right? If you're going to open up a cupcake shop or whatever it is, you're going to have business expenses. When you start a business with Riman, you know what your business expense is? $20. $20. I know it sounds a little too good to be true, but it's because we're e-commerce. And who doesn't want an e-commerce business? So you become an affiliate with $20, and that gets you your own link to where you can post on social media, you can share with your friends, you can text your link out, and you make money for doing that. And it's truly, that's it. Like it's not, $20, it's an annual fee, and that keeps you running your e-commerce business. So it's pretty amazing. Then also your skincare becomes a little bit of a write-off, just saying. I loved that. I was like, hey, that's perk enough. But we also have leadership match bonuses. So I was mentioning if you are somebody who wants to think bigger than just being an affiliate, you want to lead a team and duplicate those efforts, leverage your time, create amazing communities of men and women who are like-minded and want to travel with their friends. And we have amazing trips here. We just got done with our incentive trip to Costa Rica, and now everybody is wanting to qualify for Bahamas. And you can do that while building a team, and you make generation pay. So this has to do with, again, you're going to help somebody else do the same thing that you're doing. You're going to get compensated for it. So I don't like to get into too many of the details on these calls, but I want you to see that we do have amazing pay with this company. And if you decide to partner with us, we can always do an additional call to explain the compensation plan even further. This is where I was. So last October and the October before, when I was telling you that these giant Byungpul leaves are truly incredible plants, and we harvest them, these are some images to show you exactly what this looks like. I was standing right in these fields, and so I can tell you it is 100% true. And these are just the most amazing products that I've ever used in my whole entire life. This company also built Riman Village on Jeju Island so that you could go and actually have an incentive trip to learn about the heritage ingredients. So this is something that we've done as a company, and you can qualify for this. So we've got these incentives that you can also do. So let's just wrap this up. I mean, we've talked a lot about why K-Beauty is so different, why these products are they're the number one searched for brand in Korea, which is the most competitive market in the world when it comes to skincare. And there's a reason for that, right? It's because of these true results that people are getting. So why would you want to take a look at this company? Again, number one, we want you to use the products. But number two, you can earn up to 40% affiliate, 54% on team building in compensation. So that's why I would say yes, join the person that invited you to this call and start having fun with us. Refer these products. We're going to have another call on Thursday that it's totally customer based and product based, to where you can truly share with your friends and the people that you know, and have them order. Because you guys, once they get on these products, the average customer orders 7 to 8 times per year. And I can attest to that. Like I said, when I run out of this, I definitely make sure that I don't actually. I make sure I don't run out of this. And the average order size with us is $200. We also have free shipping on $200 orders. And we have no monthly requirements. So, a lot of companies, they have auto delivery. We have a save and subscribe. So you do get savings if you subscribe to a monthly, but you do not have to. And we love that about our company, because it really gives our customers the freedom to order when they want to. They can put this cream on an auto ship, or the collagen, or they can just order when they want to order. Okay. And then the best part about a business is when you're doing it by yourself, you have a lot of things to figure out, right? But when you do it with a team, when you have somebody who is able to help you and say, hey, this is how I had success, you're going to follow the exact same system, and I'm going to help you get that first paycheck, that, second paycheck that's bigger and bigger and bigger, and we're going to do it together. That's what's going to create success. So we always say with this business, you're in a business by yourself because it's your business. It's a partnership with Riman, but you're not by yourself. You have a whole community that is behind you. And we even have a conference coming up in Las Vegas, August 8th and 9th. you definitely want to be there with us because that's when you really learn the ins and outs of how to build a business. But it's also not just about learning, it's about being around those amazing like-minded people and being a part of this, movement. We're a global business, a global company, and it is truly growing like crazy. In fact, as you can see, again, we're expected to grow by 2030 up to 334 billion. So, with that, I would love for you guys to not only get back to the person who invited you, let them know, are you A, I'm definitely a customer, let's get an order in tonight. Are you B, I want to also have an affiliate link, let's do the $20, get started so that I can launch my business? Or are you a number C, or no, not number C, sorry, letter C? Are you a letter C where you're like, you know what? I'm not sure. I need a little bit more information. That's okay too, you guys. We can set up a call or you can come back on Thursday night. Okay, so come back on Thursday night. You can invite some of your friends. I will be back with you guys. And I did just win this incredible title. I'm very, very proud and honored. I just competed in a pageant 2 weeks ago. And so I'm going to be coming to you a little bit more with my pageant eyes, if you will, because I'm going to let you know why, out of all the products that I've used, why some of the makeup artists that were there, in fact, one in particular, she is world renowned from Albania, was like dying over my skin. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about that. And so bring your friends, bring your guests. We're going to share a little bit more on Thursday night. So I will see you all there, I hope, and your friends, and we'll get you guys started as well. So thank you so much. See you Thursday and have a good rest of your evening.